Good morning, this is Marita from Spiritual Serenity. Welcome to another video. I would like to say first of all, if you don't resonate with this reading, then this is not for you because this is mainly for the second wavers, the second wave of twin flames. And so I just wanted to let you guys know, and I belong to the Blu-ray. At this point in your journey, maybe this might not resonate with you. So let's begin with the reading today. So the Divine Feminine is actually taking a break today after healing and healing and healing. The Divine Feminine is taking a break from her healing journey. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Let's say from, I've been healing and healing and healing from the last 2 days of December throughout January, so it was healing, getting a break. So I guess that's the theme until we are completely healed from all these wounds. So the Divine Feminines have really taken this deep dive into this really deep hidden wounds, deep-seated wounds. So today she's taking a break from all that, and then kind of going into discovering more of her skills, because the skills and knowledge comes through when you are done healing, and more skills and knowledge comes through as downloads, and then you heal some more. Whatever that does not serve you will leave your body, and those will be replaced with the skills that you need in this life to do your work. So each one of us come with unique gifts, or a unique combination of gifts that is particular for our mission, our work. So today it's that day when we're going to be focusing on those skills and building towards the future, and kind of taking a break from the healing. I can personally say I'm so tired. I feel very, 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 because of the healing that's been done. So I kind of get why they would allow us to have a break, because it takes a lot of energy. It's very there's a fatigue to it. So today you might be looking at, some of you might be looking at sudden changes that will urge you to be on your path. If you're not, this is for those of you who are not in your path. That will, your guides, your higher self will create experiences that will throw you into your path. So if you're kind of reluctantly doing the work, they will bring about a situation that will make you get in line. So I would say, start doing, listen to your guidance and start doing the work that you were supposed to do. Or maybe if you're supposed to study something, just study it, and ending karmic relationships, just do that so that you can go forward here in this journey. It's everything is amplified now, so there's a lot of help. There's a lot of clear guidance, and there's I have this bunch of guides and these beings surrounding me more than usual. So it's this time where they're just sending you help, pew, 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 whatever you need, they'll be sending it to you. So all you have to do is ask for everything that you need, and just try to go on this journey. And I've been having a tough time getting up in the mornings. It's a lot of healing to do, and it's a lot of things that broke my heart, and I'm sure some of you are also experiencing that, because all these things are coming up to heal. So they really take a lot of energy to deal with, because most of these things we have kept hidden inside us, put it aside because we don't want to face it. All these things we didn't have the courage to face are coming up. And these fears of all kinds are coming up to be healed. So allow the light to come through to you. Allow the light to come through from your crown chakra and just work on your body. A lot of things will come up, the things that you have pushed aside, things you have forgotten. It's part of that healing. But today, if you have been healing for the last few days, you're going to be taking a break today just to recuperate and catch up on the things that you're supposed to do. Like if you're building a business, work towards that. If you were studying something, work towards that. If you were setting something up, work towards that. So whatever is going on, there's a lot of help. There's a lot of help surrounding you at all times. And you are given the ability to do things in an amplified way. Like everything happens faster. Like everything happens at a faster rate. So it's not like last year it took like a couple of days, few days. But now it's like heal, integrate new energy, heal, integrate new energy. So it's a little bit more fast-paced. And the solar plexus, the fears regarding the solar plexus and restoring that light in your solar plexus is being worked on. So imagine your solar plexus as the sun and your whole body is like the universe. So if your body is the universe, solar plexus is the central sun. And try to visualize that. When I did that, it made my whole body kind of light up and come alive. So maybe that's a really good exercise if you're interested. And also, it's really important that you ground yourself. The grounding cord goes into Mother Earth. There's a crystal at the end of that. Make sure you ground, because that will give you that sense of having your feet on the ground. Because many of us have been through all these events that might have caused us trauma, that might have given us this fear, especially our inner child. There's that fear. So that fear is kind of like is keeping us from sometimes going forward. So let the light come and heal those fears, but always be grounded so you can feel like you have that foundation beneath you. You know? And just learn to accept your emotions. Your emotions, just let them flow. So that's for the divine feminines. For the divine masculines, you guys are kind of in this place where if you haven't like really put effort towards addressing some issues, today you will have to face it. You're being kind of forced to face it, because if you have been like trying to run away from your problems, it seems like you've been trying to run away from the problems that you were supposed to address and face. You really have to go within today. You have to go into this place where it's like this. It's like kind of like Ketu in the Vedic astrology. If their chart is like the predominant planet in their chart is Ketu, their life is all about going within and developing the spiritual side. Because if you're gonna go after like things in the material realm, things are not gonna go right. So kind of like that energy where you have to go within and you have to go work on your spiritual side. Because if you decide like, oh, I'm only going to go within if I get a job or if I get this business working, or I'm only going to do this if I have the solid proof that it's going to work. You have to trust. You can't run away from what hurts. You can't run away from emotions because it hurts. Like, it hurts because you were in a situation in your childhood probably that hurt you very much. So emotions are like touching hot coals for you. So all you want to do is run away. But then there's this budding emotions within you. But you're not trying to really get in touch with them. You're trying to go away. So today the universe is kind of bringing you situations that will end that thing for you. There's going to be a breaking point. There's going to be that dissipation, which is it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but it's something that needs to end. Something that needs to end so you can see that there's a different path for you to take. It's all about moving away from that life of suffering into your dharma, your life purpose, which is like the higher life purpose, and into a life of service. You need to get into that mentality where now you are here to serve others. It's not like yourself, me, myself, and I'm gonna live a great life, screw others. It's kind of like getting out of that mentality and be like, I can make it work. Whatever I have might be enough. I can make something work, and really going within to get your guidance. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Whatever you're trying to do doesn't have to be elaborate. But if it comes from your heart and comes from that place where you are trying to follow your life purpose and be service to others, be service to earth, then that thing is going to be successful. Whatever you're doing, like working for the greater good instead of self, and running away from problems. Instead of running away from problems, face the problems so you can come out strong. That solid being that you're supposed to be. And it doesn't mean that you're not protected. You have nothing to fear. But you're just like, there's things that are keeping you stuck. Maybe like an overbearing person in your life. There's like that things that come from fear. So you feel like you're like stuck from both sides when you really don't have to be. There's a solution, but you just have to go within in a spiritual way so your guidance can come through and find it. It's like that egoless existence will give you the answers. For that to happen, there are some things that need to be let go of or ended, because those are the things that are holding you down like chains. But instead of letting go of these things, you're procrastinating or you're running away from these things. And like there's stagnancy. Like if, for example, in certain relationships, if the emotions have become stagnant and there's nothing else, and the flow is like kind of cut off, it just doesn't flow anymore. You have to let it go. instead of trying to fix it. There's no, sometimes when cycles are ended, you have to let it go, because if you're not letting it go, it shows as you're not learning your lesson. Then you're going to get worse lessons, like harder. It becomes harder and harder and harder until you learn it. So might as well save yourself some effort and just let it go. Sometimes there's something 10 times better waiting for you. All you have to do is just let it go and have that faith. So that is the reading for today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. I will talk to you again. This is Marita signing off from Spiritual Serenity.